Hello guys, back with another video on, I believe it's part 4 of this old rugged cross. Finishing it up. We got the base glued down. I put some clamps on it. We had some clamp marks. A kind of weird thing is, not weird, but when I clamped it down, it had a little gloss thing around it. It looked like two little crosses sideways. But I don't like all that, but it was kind of weird. And I maybe should have left it. Who knows? But we got it gluing. I got to do a little bit of sanding on this. We got some stuff over here, so we'll sand that off. And we got her somewhat put together. We got the front part on, the cross part. We got to put the little headpiece on right here, and glue that down. Then I'm going to either, I think I'm going to go out to our ace over here, and so that we can get some screws. We had a little accident with it. I wasn't paying attention, like I said. Gotta watch what you're doing. My holes didn't line up, my hole offset, and I had a little crack. It went through the wood, and I had to fix it and seal it, and then put the new piece on. But it's all right. Like I said, don't give up. Things go wrong. Things happen. I was a little upset when it happened, and I was like, nope, I'm not going to let it get me down. But the old devil shake me up. Nope, ain't happening. So, go ahead, and so I had the screws out. I didn't have them out. If I would have had them out a little further, they would have lined up. I don't know why I did that. Normally I screw them out a little bit and then put it in and screw them in. But it just happened that I was trying to get her done last night, and I wanted to really get her done. And I had to re-clear coat. I had to sand that all back down. We had a divot in it, and I re-sealed it. It was hard to get the divot out. I mean, they're a little still, but I'm not going to worry about that. It's not bad. I mean, I don't know if you can see the divot. See the little divot there? Where's it at? Oh, right here. I shine it up. You'll be able to see the little divot. I'm not worried about that too much. It looks good again. Beautiful. Gives it, like they said, it gives it character. So, get this up a little bit. I'm gonna glue this down. Make sure when I do it. I'm sorry. The neat way to do it is, if you don't want marks from your you ain't even got the rubber feet on them, but it'll still leave marks. What I did is I got out my polish. I got a 3-step polish. It takes scratches and swirls out. Then step 2 does a little more in depth and more gloss, and then the ultra gloss and glass shine. And it's pretty glassy. So I got the mark out. I can't see it anywhere now, so I don't see it. Got it out. I had to take it through a second time and got it, so it's good. Just gluing it down. I don't know how long this is. It takes, not to set up, probably about an hour to set up completely, to harden. Not completely, but just to harden. And then I think most rule of thumb is let your stuff set overnight. But this glue was, I use a Tri-Bond 3. It's my favorite glue. It's waterproof. This stuff, I glue, like I said, I had to, and I don't sponsor this. I just, when I use a product I use, and I use all the time, and it's a good product, I always want to mention this is what I use. Stuff is phenomenal. It dries up pretty good, pretty quick. I think in half an hour it starts drying and holding down. And like I said, I'll let them set. This one I just done. This has been set for several hours. What is it? 4 o'clock, and I did it probably about 4 or 5 hours, and it's already hardening on there. I think I'm gonna get some 1-inch screws and screw a few in the back. I'm gonna countersink them a little bit, just enough that I can put in my. I didn't do the back of this yet. I don't think I did. I have to do it. In fact, let me look and see if I can. No, I haven't done the bottom yet. I'll lay it down on something that's not going to scratch. And maybe put something down and flip it over, and I'll tape it off, and I'll do the back side. I'm not going to put tape over this because it can tear it. I'm just going to put it off to the side. And I'm going to stain the back. And I was going to clear coat it. I may still. Once I get her assembled, I'll just flip her over and put her on something so they just don't get all scratched up. And then it'll be the wife's. If she wants to set it on our stand, she decorates everything with. She'll put. We got any. So I was out and got an old desk, probably back in the '60s or '70s. Lady had two of them, and it just caught my interest. I'm like, what do you got to have for that? She goes, well, it's free. There's a lady supposed to come get it, but she never came. And we've always dropped her stuff off. That she's a kind of a thrift store, and we drop stuff off to her. And she goes, I always say first come, first serve. You can go ahead and take it, honey. She said, you can have it. I could have had them both, but one, they were both really cool. I thought about, moving all this out, putting it under there. Probably got the second one because it had a lot of drawers and it'd been nice for over here. I would just had to move all my sawdust and whatever that stuff is in a different spot and set it in there, and the rest off to the side. But that I just decided, and at first it was heavy, so we got it home. She ended up liking it, and at first she was like, hey, we're gonna put all this stuff, we got enough stuff as if we're trying to clean out the front room. We just got everything cleaned out, got our new love seat there, blah blah blah. And I was like, honey, it'll be all right. It's got drawers, you'll figure it out. She ended up falling in love with it after we got it home, and she put it where she wanted. And she puts her Jesus stuff on it. She wants this cross to put on it. So when we got married, she had a shawl that went over her dress. She wants to put that shawl on to represent Jesus' cloth, because we got one at our church that's kind of the same way. And that's her goal as soon as she finds it. But yep, so we're trying to finish her up, just basically screwing this down. I thought about using my nail gun. I could still use my stuff here. What I do is I make my own wood filler. It's just Tribond 3. It takes sawdust and say I'm using that mahogany, so I use some of the mahogany stain I mixed in with it, gives it that dark look, so when you sand it, you still got that mahogany look. And I basically make my own wood filler. So, and it works good. I did her steampunk with it, filled it all, it hardened, did really good, really strong. I love Tribond 3. I won't use anything but Tribond 3 unless, of course, I don't have anything better at the time. It just depends on what I have, but most time I'm going to I buy bottles of it, and I try to stay stocked up. I'm thinking about getting me one of those big bottles this time. I usually buy these little bottles, 3 or 4 of them, and they're about 40 bucks. So if you pay $30 for a big bottle, I'm saving $10, and I could just fill these back up and leave it set in my cabinet over here where I keep my tools and my woodworking supplies and whatnot. But I just wanted to shoot out this last video. This is a final put together. We're putting it together and assemble. So all there is gluing this down, putting the base on. It just gets screwed into the bottom. Nothing fancy. I ain't gonna bore you with all that. It just goes like this. It screws down and it's done. I could probably take this off now. I think it's probably good and dry. It's been drying for about an hour or so. And I usually go about 45 minutes to an hour before I take clamps off. And then I just let her set and finish doing what she's going to do. And I never have problems. Like I said, this is done with Tribond glue. I put pieces together, I clamped them, I cut them down, routed the edges, really nice. And the glue didn't break, the wood actually split. So nowhere where the glue was at, it just split in the middle of the wood. I don't know why, but it was some red and white oak and hickory all mixed in, and stuff I had laying around I wanted to use up, and I just used that. And like I said, I jumped on it, stood on it, she stood on it, the wife has stood on it, and it's been fine for. I made it a couple years ago for her, and before we had custody there, so my granddaughter loves her grandparents. She would throw a bloody murder fit to leave our house. If her mom come to get her and it was time to go home, she wasn't having it. She just loved being with her grandparents. I felt bad. I always told my daughter, I said, I don't know, honey, what is up with that. But she goes, she might as well move in with you or live with you. She doesn't ever want to come home. But we've had that little girl. They lived with us for a couple of years of their life, and God love her. We sure do. And she's a good little Christian gal. She helps her nana and her pap, and she's this morning she wanted me to tell if I did another video. She made me scrambled eggs with cheese and seasoning. I taught her how to make scrambled eggs. She's 8 years old. She's a little brainchild. She's smart as a whip. And she goes, "Was it good, Papa? Do you like it?" And it was pretty good. I was like, wow. I showed her. She's her nana just recently went out there with her in the kitchen. Showed her. I said, "Be careful turning the heat up, honey. You can pop grease, get hurt. We're gonna let you do it this time." She goes, "You know what, Papa? My mom wouldn't let me make scrambled eggs." So she had me rolling. But I trust her. She's a good kid. She uses her head. She's smart. And we just love her. And I mean, that's God's gift, you know. Children are just remarkable and wonderful. I got some awesome grandkids. I've got 5 autistic grandkids. I got an autistic nephew. The little guys I just love them. Whether they got autism or not, man, I love them. So, and they're funny. They do funny stuff. And it gives me a reason, you know, to live, you know, to take care of them and see how they get off with their lives and how they do when they get older. And I think they're all going to come out of it eventually because they're trying to, the lady told us that noises they're making, that's their way of trying to speak. And we have a little fella at church. He was 9 years old before he actually started to speak. And he comes up and hugs me and talks to me. He's a good little kid. And he'll make sure if I don't pay attention to him, he'll pull up my shirt. Hey, he'll give me a hug. And I'm like, "Hi, buddy." I pat his little head. And he's a good kid. And I just love him, man. It ain't nothing. God, these children. And then I just hear that some lady strangled a little autistic child. It's heartbreaking, man. There's no reason for it, you know. I hate to say it, capital loss. I think what you do to them, it should be done to you in execution if you're killing a child should be a death sentence. I don't have any use for it. I mean, I'm a Christian man and I try to say what's right, but I just imagine what the good Lord thinks. Somebody murdered a little child, 6 years old. She had to break down and strangle a little guy. It breaks my heart. And I just don't understand it. They're God's gift to us. Children are a blessing. So, look, I'm 53 years old. And I'm willing to, if I got to take care of these babies the rest of their lives or whatever, I'm in for the haul. As long as I got air in my lungs and I'm able to do what I can do, I'm willing. God willing, I'm here. We'll take care of them. Just can't stand to hear about, you know, children being harmed and hurt. It's heartbreaking. But with that being said, I just wanted to get a video out to y'all and show you what we've done. I was going to do something with the bottom of this. I don't know. I might sand this a little bit. Maybe I'll stain the bottom. I'm not going to clear coat it because it's the bottom. And it's going to be set. I could put a hanger on it if she wanted to hang it against the wall and whatnot. But I might just sand that up a little bit, put it on something so I don't get this base scratched up because it's really nice. I mean, I have a little bit of a divot. I'm not going to sweat it. Wife said she loves it. It's beautiful. She don't care. She just gives it character, honey. She tells me. So I tried it. I mean, it was perfect the other day. And then one of the boards, when I remember I did that video, and the board fell. I think that's what gave it its divot. Because this is a hard, heavy wood, and it don't take much. You drop something, it's going to ding it. I mean, it's just what it is. But alright, all, thanks for watching. Like I said, I wasn't trying to do a huge video. This is just reassemble and putting it back together. And I'll get back on with the final. I'll show you what it is standing up. And when we got her completely done, I got to do a little sanding. I'm going to bore you with all that. But yeah, that's all there is to it. Everything came out pretty nice. Everything did good till the last day. Always seems like you get something that's smooth through the whole project, something's got to give, you know. You can't have it perfect. We all know that. But all right, y'all, thanks for watching. Continue to journey with me on these adventures of ours. And never know what we're going to do. It's always something new. Like I said, I do the videos and I try to do them in order now so you can follow along to the steps and understand, you know, where we're at. And I always get back to, because we got, this is going to be a project, putting a new bench on the, and I'll show you how I glue it together, get it sanded. I eventually want to get a joiner for it. I was going to end this, but a couple more things I'm glad I remembered. Put the bench, notice, you know, she said, Pepper, you made that for me when I was little. I want you to fix it. I was going to put it online to sell it because she said it was broke. She didn't want it no more, and I didn't think that my wife would just put it in the shop and do what you need to. But she came out the other day and she said, what are you doing with my footstool you made me, Pep? I said, well, you said you didn't want it. I want my footstool. So I'm like, okay, baby. So Pep will fix it, give it back to her. She loved this thing, and I got to do some sanding on it, some wood filler, but up over there. And then I got this table here, little end stand for the wife. I got to finish. We'll get back to that. I'll get back to these projects. I just switch gears sometimes. We got another project, something at the time that's interesting. I try to get you guys into where the action's at and shoot it at the time. And we'll get back to the, I'll label them, you know, part 1, part 2, and that way you guys know, hey, he's coming back to part 2. We can watch that. And I like the suspense of it. It's kind of neat too. So. But like I said, if you all continue to journey with me, give me a like and subscribe. It's free. Don't cost anything. Like I said, down the road, we want to start doing some giveaways and some raffles maybe. And I don't know, we'll see how it goes. And if this takes off and goes further, I'm hoping. Getting subscribers really hard. It takes forever, it seems like. Like my friends say, oh, I'd be happy. You've only been doing this 2 months. You've got almost 25 subscribers. That's pretty good. So I'm trying to truck along, and I hope you guys continue with us. And God willing, we'll get further, and some more cool stuff will go on. And I plan on having stuff for the next 10 years, I hope. We never know. Here, one day, gone the next, depending on what the good Lord has in store. Right now, in my 50s, I consider being on God's good humor. I'm here for a reason. So we got a little guy at church that's 83 or 84 years old. He's the one that helped remodel my kitchen with us. He's a plumber, plus he helped me do my flooring. He was 82 or 83 then, and he dances around, jumps around like he's 20 years old. He's got a little bit of leg trouble and some back trouble. Man, he's in fairly good shape at 84. I'm like, man, Leon, I hope I'm as good a shape as you are at that age. You can do what you're doing. He's just a phenomenal little guy. So he just blows me away. But all right, guys, continue to watch with us. Like, subscribe, give it a big thumbs up. God bless you all. Be safe till the next video. Thank you much.